Hello, Grace Community Church. Pastor Steve here, continuing our journey cover to cover through the Bible. And today we are looking at May 24 in our continuing journey. And we're looking at two parallel passages. We're looking at 1 Kings chapter 8 and 2 Chronicles chapter 7. Now, when we look at these parallel passages, we'll see some sections which are almost word for word, but they are different authors or different communities of authors. It seems that the writer of Chronicles has the ability to look at what the author of the Kings wrote, but he might have also extra information. And so you will see some differences. It's similar to the synoptic gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, where they have similar material. So the first thing, we're continuing the dedication of the temple, and it is a really big deal. When you look at the numbers of animals sacrificed, it's hard to imagine. Some have said that we may be interpreting the math incorrectly, but regardless, there are a lot of animals that are sacrificed to celebrate the building of the temple. And when I repeat the idea of animal sacrifice, think also of butchering and eating. It is not just wasting the lives of these animals. So this whole celebration takes place during the Feast of Booths or Tabernacles, also called Sukkot, and it takes place in September. Now the Feast of Tabernacles looks like this. This is an example of a tent that is built, and it's to remind the people that there was a time when they lived in the wilderness. So for a period of 7 days, they are to build a little Sukkot or house, tent in their backyard and live in it for a week to remember what it was like to be in the wilderness. If you go to an Orthodox Jewish community, you will see things similar to this. It may not look so rustic. They actually have these things that you can build as a kit. I know when I lived in New York, because we had so many Jewish folks, I would see this from time to time in the backyard of people, and that was celebrating this. So the dedication of the temple relates to that, and it's fitting because for all those years, the Lord's Ark of the Covenant dwelled in a tent also. And so the fact that now the temple is permanent gives that sense of release, and Sukkot or Feast of Tabernacles reminds them of that. Now, when you're looking at these passages, one of the things you'll notice that's different between them, this artist depiction shows what looks like, smoke or fire over the altar, but it's in Chronicles that says fire came down from heaven. The book of Kings does not record that. Not sure why, but it is kind of a rubber stamp of the Lord that this set of sacrifices has been received. Now, it's then that the Lord appears to Solomon, and this is the second time. Now, this is an artist depiction of the Lord appearing to Solomon. God isn't necessarily in the appearance of a person to him. That's the way this artist drew it. But the previous time, to bring your recollection, is in Kings, 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 4, and that's in Gibeon, where the Lord says to Solomon, "Ask me anything." And Solomon responds that, "I want wisdom." Beautiful request. But now God speaks to him again. And in this time, God is affirming that I accept these sacrifices and I accept this house to be my representation of my presence on earth. However, along with this, in both Kings and Chronicles, is this conditional phrasing. Yes, there will be a king on the throne forever if. And that big, big if you maintain your worship of me and honor the laws that I have given you. Why is that important? Because we know down through history that they ultimately did not honor those instructions of the Lord. And so that conditional thing actually comes to fruition. In fact, the description of what might happen is actually fulfilled in the book of Lamentations. Because as Jeremiah walks through the ruins of Jerusalem, it is a reminder of what happens because of the people turning their back on the Lord. But at this point, we're in celebration mode. And so I think that's great, and it's good to celebrate. The Lord is good. His mercies endure forever. But the shadow looms behind that this people will indeed one day turn away. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.